All right, guys, welcome to New York Session Live. Welcome, everyone. So, today we have the last day in the week, and I have just executed two trades today. One, I executed a buy on gold, which was a stop loss for me. Price just took out this deep liquidity and then it moved where I wanted it to move. So I accept this loss on gold, and simultaneously I had a position on Nasdaq uh, in this position, and on this position I secured a full TP. Although like it went in a little bit of drawdown, but on the 4 hour time frame, this was a order block. This was a demand zone, and so eventually it moved in my favor. So let's talk about the price section as of now. I'm just gonna remove everything from the charts. And let's talk about gold first, starting from the 4 hour time frame. Now, if we look at the overall trend on gold on the 4 hour time frame, we are kind of like in a range right here in the 4 hour channel, right? I'm not going to talk about this range because we are already out of this. Uh, at the moment, we are in this 4 hourly range from 50, 60, and our highest resistance is 51.23. Now, if we look at the 30-minute time frame, it's been acting like as a support and resistance right here. So based on this, I think gold, if it respects this resistance, it can fall all the way back to take out these liquidities down there right here. This is my bias, and my biases on gold is bearish. As long as there's no 4 hour candle closing above 51.30, I'm bearish on gold. Now, there could be two possible scenarios. One is price action just drops from this resistance all the way back to these lows. The second scenario or market probability is that the price action takes out liquidity and stop losses above this resistance, and then it falls back in the direction of the 30-minute order flow or the higher time frame trend. If price action goes above this, then the second point I would be looking to short gold would be this area right here. Would be this area right here. Right now I'm just observing. I'm waiting for confirmation, and based on the confirmations, I'll do execution. Let's see. But overall bias on gold for today, I have a bearish bias. Because if you look at the order flow from this swing at 5200, price made a lower low, a lower high, a lower low. This could be a lower high, and we go down again to make a lower low. So as long as the price action is below this swing, I have a bearish bias on gold. Let's see how this plays out. Let's see how this plays out. If we talk about the 5 minute time frame, there are some candles rejecting this area. Let's talk about the 1 minute. Yeah, 1 minute order flow is still bullish. When what I mean by confirmation is when this 1 minute starts to break below this, that's a point where a sell would be good. Even look at the 15-minute time frame. There's plenty candles rejecting this zone right here, this resistance. We had one, two, three, four, five 15-minute candles. 5 15-minute candles, almost like a already price section respected this area. So let's see how this plays out as a trade. If we can target a 1 to 2 from this, that would be good. Yep, I'm just gonna place this trade as well. Just gonna do 0.20. I'm just gonna take half risk on this position because as of now I don't have confirmations to get into the trade. I only have this candle closing bearish. So I have entered a half risk position on this. And I think like I might cut this loss if the price action goes above this. If the price action, like although my original stop loss is above 51.30, above this full zone, but if the price action starts to go above this, then I will close my position. This is a point where my setup would be invalidated. This area, these highs is where I set up invalidates. Okay, so let's see. It's also taking some questions. They will break 5,000, create panic, and then start going up. Yes, that is most likely to happen because your order flow is bearish because every time gold has came towards this level, it hasn't stopped going up. If we look at the drop right here, after the push up, price just pushed all the way back up, right? But as of now, I see price action is in a sells template. Let's see, as of now, my trade is almost near break even. Let's see what happens because in 8 minutes we have New York Stock Exchange open, and in 8 minutes either this trade gonna move towards the invalidation point or it's going to move to 1 to 1 where I will secure the profits. The NYSE opens in 8 minutes. 5:30 p.m. You see, like in 8 minutes, 5:30 p.m. Dubai time, we will be having New York Stock Exchange open, and that is going to bring volume in gold. Now, in 8 minutes, either this trade can go to my setup invalidation point where I will uh, secure my full loss, but at the same time, there's a probability, according to the structure, according to the setup, that in 8 minutes the price goes back down, right? So I'm gonna take this chance, although NYSE opens are volatile, but most of the times if the structure is in your favor, if the bias is in your favor, like the volume plays in your favor. But let's see. Let's see. It's a risk that I'm willing to take. The only thing that scares me in this setup is this 4 hour time frame. It's this 4 hour time frame because look at this previous 4 hour candle, like that closed very strong bullish, right? So the only thing that scares me in this setup, what if with the volume, with the NYSE volume coming in on the charts, this 4 hour candle just leaves this bottom wick, flips bullish, breaks the previous 4 hour highs, and just continues pushing up into this clean range, into this inefficiency of the 4 hour time frame. This is the only thing that scares me while being in this setup on the lower time frames, right? So if I get a stop loss on this position, if I get a stop loss or whatever, like in this setup invalidation, I would exactly know what was the reason, right? So, but trade what you see, not what you think, they say. So I'm just gonna trade what I see, and I see this is a resistance. I see that there are some candles rejecting this zone, and I see the order flow bearish. So I'm just taking a chance on that. Currently, my position is running in a bit of a loss. Oh, yep. Now it's moving in favor, I guess. Let's go. All right, so it's moving in favor now. More, it's kind of like 20 pips in my favor, 30 pips now. Nice, nice. I'm just gonna just stop loss down to this area now. Set up in validation point because I believe when you are in a trade, when you are in a setup, and it starts to move in your favor, if that is a A plus setup, it will never come back towards your stop loss or towards your break even. So in that case scenarios, most of the times I just like, for example, initially I took that as my stop loss above the zone, but now I see the price section is trying to move in my favor. So I'm just gonna move the stop loss. I'm gonna trim the stop loss, right? Risk management. Now, based on this, my one-to-one R would be right here. Okay. Like if I add on more risk to this position, let's add more risk. So it's going in favor. So I have added another position on this. As I said initially, I was only 0.5% risk on this trade, but now I see it going in my favor. So I have added another position. So I'm total in a 1% risk now because on the 1 minute time frame, when I said I'm waiting for a break of structure, now we already have a break of structure on the 1 minute time frame. So in a position, let's see if I can get a one-to-one. This would be my one-to-one if the volume comes in my favor. There's always a if in trading. This is the uncertainty that you deal with in trading. Because right now, I'm in profits, as you can see. I'm running in profits. And at the same time, in 3 minutes, we have NYSE open. Now there's uncertainty. There's the probability is 50-50 because with the volume, it can go in any direction. And I hope like the volume plays in the direction of the setup. And the setup says it should go sell. We have 29 people watching. I think my Discord community is also in here on the YouTube. So if you guys in shorts, bear with me, be patient, and set and forget. If I have this, if this trade goes 1 to 1 or maybe 1 to 2, I might be calling this a session and a weekend. And I hope like we get this sweet win to call it a week, guys. I really hope. The FOMO is building up now. 1 minute in NYSE open. Let's go. This here would be a 1 to 1 right? If this goes 1 to 1, I'm just gonna secure half, move the stop losses to break even. Man, it's still not giving us a clean breakup structure on the 5 minute. The 5 minute time frame, the clean market structure shift or breakup structure would be right here. This you see these wicks. This is a swing point on the 5 minute time frame. So we're really gonna need this candle closing below. Yep, this is NYSE volume coming in on the charts, and as of now, it's just still in a range on the 1 minute. Man, look at these 1 minute candles. They're just going back and forth. Come on, gold. Yep, now it's playing in our favor. There you go. There you go. Let's go, boys. Look at these nice, juicy profits running. Woohoo. I hope it gives me a 5 minute breakup structure right here because as long as it's not breaking this swing point on the 5 minute time frame, we cannot surely say that it's gonna hit 1 to 1. But let's see. Patience is key. Yes, reason behind the trade is great thing to know. Forex 3247 at the top. Thank you so much for the Naveed. Shuf shuf. We are the shuf shuf gang here. Yep. I, I I just want to see a 1 to 1 because I'm 1% risk on this trade. And honestly, I don't want to lose this trade, to be honest. I am 1% risk into this trade. I just want to see a 1 to 1 at least. Come on. Yeah, now it's doing some funny stuff right here at this 5 minute market structure shift. At this 5 minute swing point, I would say. Gold has started to do some funny stuff at this 5 minute market, 5 minute swing point. I really want to see it breaking below. Let's go. Come on, push. Keep pushing gold. Let's go, boys. Please, which pair is this? Are you dumb? Like, what do you mean? Which pair is this? I'm trading gold, man. It's gold price section. This is gold is the most famous pair. Like gold price section is the most famous in this forex market. Should be able to recognize this price section. We are already in the trade and we are already near 1 to 1, and you are asking like which pair is this? Come on, man. You really gotta have to be serious with your trading, man. Just kidding. So gold is now trying to break below this 5 minute swing point. Man, I just want to see a 1 to 1. Let's get it, boys. Let's get it. Good morning, Anand.
Very good morning, Kasa. I just closed off a bit. Like,
All right, guys. All right, let's go. We
I have
are.
withdrawal. Let's withdraw that first.
If it's almost near 1 to 1, and as you guys know, I said like I added more positions, so my risk on this trade was 1% risk. So I'm gonna secure half right in here. I'm not gonna leave this trade hanging, and I'm gonna move my stop loss to break even. Right now, as of now, I have secured 50% of my positions right here before 1 to 1. Oh, it just hit 1 to 1. Nice. So yeah, you guys can say technically I secured almost near 1 to 1, 50% secured 1 to 1, and a stop loss to break even. Okay, or I can say SL to B. All right, so I'm gonna leave the rest of the trade to run. Let's go. Yep. Now I think if it can break 5100, then gold will be dropping. Okay, so it's dropping. Man, look at this beautiful drop from where I called this out. We have 28 people. Make sure to leave a like to the trading stream. We take a lot of time out of our busy routines to provide you these beautiful and amazing live sessions and information and knowledge. So make sure to leave a like as in an appreciation. And I'm just going to take in some questions. The reason behind this trade, the logic behind this trade, man, just rewind this session. Just go back into this live session. Why do you guys need everything in a spoon and in a plate? Just rewind this session and you can see the logic. When I was executing this trade, I discussed the logic, I discussed the zone, I discussed the high time frame, I discussed like where my setup and validation would be, where my stop loss would be. Everything is on this stream. And I guess like it gave us a run of 150 pips. 150 pips from it. And I'm glad that I've secured 50%. So if now it goes back to my break even, I know that I've made half percent profits. I have blocked half percent from profits. Let's look at the 1 minute time frame, 5 minute. Yeah, but I think like it has a probability to go to break even because price section maybe just took out the liquidity below 100 and it's trying to go up now. And if we look at overall 5 minute overall structure remains bullish. You know, overall it remains bullish. So that case scenario, that this is kind of like a counter trend scalp, I would say, if this goes up from here. But let's see. 5 still hasn't closed. How you create your directional bias? How do I create my direction? Looking at the order, and there's noise from your mic. Yep, no, it's fine. How do I decide my directional bias? By looking at the order flow. For example, if I'm looking at on a 30-minute time frame and the candle the trend is bearish, let's see. Let's go this way. So the question is, how do you decide your directional bias in a session? I start with the 30-minute time frame and I see the trend. If the trend is printing a lower low and lower high, lower low, lower high, technically it's a bearish trend. So if the price is, let's say it says a swing lower high right here. Now I know if this is a lower high, then the price would be going down to make a lower low. So based on that, this whole zone like would be a 1 minute selling bias for me. I would not be looking for buys, but I would be looking for sell confirmation to just go along with the direction of the trend, right? This is what we do. And I guess, yep, it's almost near break even. Let's see. 0.5% risk still running on this trade. Man, I should have secured full at 150 right here, but let's see.
So we have a news after 20 minutes, right?
News in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Let me check. Let me check. Let me check real quick. Yes, in 20 minutes we have George's jobs openings. This is going to be volatile. But if this goes break even, I'm just gonna call it a session with 0.5% up. Let's look at the 1 minute. 1 minute, I would say this is your last resort. You see this structure right here. It just tapped into this. This see this swing point. So if the price action breaches above this, then obviously it's a break even. But if we respect the swing point, then this could be a 1 minute lower high for the price to go back down to make a lower low. There you go. Now, based on this, many of you guys would have gone into shorts from here as well. If you understand order flow, I'm just gonna add on another cell. Trade within a trade. Trade within a trade. Oh man, I executed it from right here. Man, if this add-on position goes a full DP, that would be a 1 to 10. Crazy, insane. But it's this trade I added in my account, like it's obviously with a very low risk. The stop loss is too low. In any way, like if this gets a minus stop loss, then my initial position gets a break even, and overall it would be still a win for me. Meanwhile, let's just look at Nasdaq. Nasdaq being Nash.
I'm looking for sell on Nasdaq. Looks good right now. I'm just waiting for it to sweep up.
Nas, I think like wait for this 4 hour candle to close because maybe the next 4 hour extends into this supply, and then we see a drop late in the NYSE session. A possible scenario. Yeah, gold trade is done, guys. Gold trade is done. Almost near break even. And we were not lucky. So the setup was good, but it just went for a 1 to 1. Just went for a 1 to 1. 1 to 1.5. Break even hit. Maybe Anand, you can share your screen if you're planning a trade on Nasdaq.
No, not really. No set. For it to show some rejection, and probably I'll wait for news also. I just woke up and I just figure out. I'm done with my trade in the morning today. Like I woke up in so many calls. Like I should schedule it properly now.
I think gold's now gonna print a higher high. This is
Mm.
what I said. Like it's on a 5 minute time frame, it's still in a bullish order flow. I guess this is extreme swing low, and now just can print a swing high. Nasdaq, I'm not gonna try to catch a flying rocket.
Let's see what Nasdaq is in place.
Man, you know, Anand, like in my community today, we executed a buy on Nasdaq from here.
Nice, nice entry. My plan was to buy in the morning, but I slept off in the morning. I don't know what is wrong with me. I started going to gym, so I am.
That was epic.
I might look to. I mean, look after 7:30 news. I might like consider shorting on the previous high. I just placed a withdrawal on FundingPips. I'll trade again. What happened to gold?
Gold just took out my break even. Just went for a 1 to 1. It took me out and then rest rest of it. But then it was nice. The setup was nice. It was a proper clean setup.
Yeah, it's a beautiful sell setup, but market is still
Yeah.
bearish looking. But also fundamentally, let's see what is the news and how it's going to support us. Okay. The gold has become normal than before.
I will be leaving 5 minutes now. I'm done like for the day.
Okay. Come on, MN. Can you zoom out your chart on MNQ? What is it? Where is it coming? Oh, just that. Okay. Let's see. I'm hoping here.
Good swing on Nasdaq. And I just want to place a short on Nasdaq.
Yeah, I already right now. Small lot.
I just place a short on Nasdaq, but I'm just waiting for confirmation.
Nasdaq doesn't wait for confirmation. Just look out.
That's true.
Just
So then let's go. Let's do a short on Nasdaq.
yeah, what
Then yeah. Anand, this is your trade, okay?
Mhm. Like I'm already on trade, yeah. Like I took on that wick on that area.
It just placed it. Like this three. Look at this 3 minute candle. If the next candle even closes like one, if it gives us a 1 to 1. Well, Nasdaq, like when there's volume, it is so unpredictable. Either it goes in your direction straight away, or it just goes against you. What would be more good is to wait for this 15-minute uh, closing bearish, because I think like there's also if this doesn't work out, then I will be also looking at this right here, something like this. This would be more high probability, something like this, 1 to 3 from the premium of this zone. This is just discounted.
So reversing.
Okay, Anand, I will be leaving. Can you share your screen?
No, I just have Nasdaq trade open. Nothing else. Wait, just give me a minute. Honestly, like mostly I don't have anything to share. I'll also drop off in 5 10 minutes. Like
Do
I
you
my
want to call
charge.
it a session? Because this is it. Like I have placed a sticker right here for Nasdaq cells from premium of this zone.
Even the area is good. I might add positions when it reaches there.
Can you try sharing your screen? Yeah, can see your screen.
So 1 second.
आनंद बी लाइक राइट नाउ ए गाइस एक ट्रेड बताऊंगा यहाँ पे स्टॉप लॉस रखना है लगा दो पूरा अकाउंट
So in this, I add lots of this block. Like in this area, I'll add more lots. Right now, I just taken a smaller lot. A bigger lot, I will take here again. The idea is basically here after a sweep, I would try, but again an auto block detection, I will try. If it goes above this area, like it's like completely gonna go up. I'm just trading Nasdaq for the past, like 2 3 weeks.
same
Since gold was more erratic and a lot of restrictions on gold everywhere, so
Mm, it's smooth like I started trading Nasdaq 2 weeks ago full time and I was only trading it.
looks like Kashif dropped off. So how have you been, guys? I know I've been a bit lazy, but yeah, there's a small change in lifestyle, so that's why. How many people are online? If you guys have any specific questions for me, I'll be more than happy to answer. I think Nasdaq view is just bearish, but I'm just waiting for a few. So these levels were marked last week, beautifully respected. What you learn trading Nasdaq? What you learn means like I don't know, bro. Like what your question is not very clear. You mean why you learn trading Nasdaq? Nasdaq is a good asset which has almost equal volatility as gold, but mostly it moves on the US time frame. And I really love this 7 p.m. candle. It determines how we can work towards today. It just swept up, so I'm hoping it will go down. So pretty much that's it. It's also follows a structure. It just needs some time to identify it. I'm again trying to apply concepts what I trade on gold levels and liquidity sweeps and order blocks. What is the best time frame for me? It's like 15 minutes is good. 15:05. I capture very less. See, look at this beautifully. Just hit an order block. I took if this and this, and if it goes above this, I'll probably exit. I won't like trade today. Two entries. Let's see. The first TP would be somewhere here, but I'm hoping it will go down. Like, but see, and also it's a very volatile assets. It will hit your TP or SL very fast. It won't like play around. Best time to trade Nasdaq. It is on the New York session. It has very good volume during New York, like super good volume during New York. Let's see what the news is here. Let's see what happened to gold. Yes. Oh, gold pushed down. I think Kashif trade would have hit TP if he didn't exit. No. Yeah, it would have hit him TP. Withdrawal. But not much of a reaction on gold, but it's okay. My keyboard is not charged. My laptop is kept there, so that's why I keep moving there. So now let's drop off. I think that's pretty much today. I'm going to hold this entry and see the outcome. See you guys. I'll try to be more active next week.